everybody, welcome back to Secret Chord. This is Ryan. Are you practicing wrong? That is the question that we are going to address here. And yes, it is possible to practice wrong. In fact, if you practice ineffectively, you can actually get worse. So we are going to look at the most common mistakes that musicians make when practicing and look at ways that you can avoid these same pitfalls. Number one, practicing mistakes. You might be surprised how common this is. I frequently get students coming in and they tell me, I've been working on this passage and I make the same mistake 90% of the time. And I tell them, that is your problem right there. You are practicing mistakes. Every time you repeat a mistake, you are reinforcing that. So it's no surprise if you get on stage and you make the same mistake that you make when you're practicing, or if you come into a lesson and you make that same mistake. We tend to perform music the way that we practice it. So there are just three simple things that you need to keep in mind when you make a mistake. First, stop. Second, slow it down. And third, clean it up. Stop, slow it down, clean it up. It's not productive to repeat mistakes. Everybody makes them, but after you make it, the important thing is that you stop. Number two, unfocused practice. This can mean a number of things. If you set out to practice for 1 hour a day, but you can only truly stay focused for 20 quality minutes, you are far better off breaking your practicing up into 3 20-minute sections. Otherwise, you're essentially wasting 40 minutes of your time. Another way that people get distracted while practicing is through television, Netflix, podcasts, listening to music. Any of these things detract you from what you're focusing on. Our minds learn so much better when we are focused on one thing. So I highly recommend eliminate any of these distractions while you practice. Number three, bad form. This can just simply mean sitting poorly, hunching over, slouching, lying down on your bed while playing. All of these things just develop bad habits. If you're using a music stand, I highly recommend put the stand to your left. That way you can see your left hand, the fretboard, and the music all at the same time. If you've got your music stand way off to the right and you look at your left hand, you're going back and forth, it's easy to get distracted and lost and eventually make more mistakes. All right, finally, number four, poor time management. Now I know musicians and artists are not always known for being the best with time management, but if you can develop these skills, you will progress much faster. Here's a recommendation I have for you. Put your practice time into your calendar. Now, if you have a consistent time that works for you every day, that's the best case scenario. Put in your calendar, put it on repeat. If your schedule is a little bit more complex or changes from day to day, I recommend just taking 2 minutes at the beginning of the week and find those blocks of time that you can put in your calendar where you're going to practice. There's an old expression, things that get scheduled tend to happen. So consider that. And then also, if you set out to practice for, let's say, an hour, but you get very busy and you don't have that hour, it can seem daunting. A lot of people would rather just not pick up their instrument than play for less than the time that they have as their goal. But I would suggest pick up your instrument, even if it's just for a few minutes. It's far better to pick it up and then practice in small doses, come back to it. You'll learn the material faster. It's the repeating and going away and coming back to the material that helps you learn it more deeply and better. Finally, I love this expression, make your weaknesses your strengths. And what that means is if you know something really well, don't spend all of your practice time on that. Practice the things that give you the most trouble, the things that you know the least, the things that you find the most challenging. That is how you are going to develop and grow. You need to leave your comfort zone, and it's very easy to want to just play things that are fun and easy for you to play, but you're going to get better and you'll progress further by challenging yourself more. I hope you found this video helpful for your practicing. If you like it, please click like. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to Secret Chord. Hit subscribe. I'll be posting videos every week. And if you feel so moved, I would appreciate it if you share this video. Until next time, cheers.